We are here in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. I live here. This is my dear friend Luba.
Hi.
And she came to visit for a vacation. When we started talking about leadership and transformation and what does it mean to lead, and we just had so many great thoughts, and Luba was like, we should record this. So here we are recording it. I have no idea what we're going to talk about. Whatever is going to come, that's what's going to come. I wanted to start with me and Luba. We know each other for what, like a few months now?
It seems like a long time.
Yeah, like forever. And it was like one of those things that we met, and it was just, like soul sisters. We both work in tech, and we both help women and men. And well, she's focusing on women. I don't discriminate.
Hey, I don't discriminate 9 to 5. My women only is after hours.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I help everybody.
and yeah, so leadership. And Luba did the training, and I came to speak there, teaching on stress and burnout, and that was amazing. And Luba is having a retreat at the end of the year, which we're going to talk about later. But the reason it came up, we were talking about leadership. And Luba, you were saying how when you were putting this retreat together, and how so many people come and they want to collaborate, and they want to come as a speaker, or they want to create some sort of a collaboration. But when you ask them how do they want to collaborate, they don't have a vision.
Yeah, what does collaboration look like? Describe the perfect collaboration. People have a hard time.
Yeah, and she was wondering why is that and what to do with it. And what came for me was seeing Luba, knowing Luba for a few months. She is a very dedicated and she's very driven woman. Like when she sets her goal to create something, she just goes for it and does it.
The things I'm passionate about.
Yes, the one that you choose, that's like your passion, your baby. Yeah. And she doesn't stop it. She's so fast, and I think to me that's leadership. Leadership is when you claim something, when you're like, this is what I'm creating in the world. You're no longer the consumer, you're no longer the observer, you're no longer the supporter of other people creating their visions, you're creating your own. So
it's an interesting definition. I always thought of leaders are the people who grow other leaders. Mm-hmm. So even the people who come to collaborate, my immediate thought is, all right, describe to me what would the best collaboration be, because I want to support you in your desire to collaborate, because there has to be a benefit of some sort, right? Like you have to grow from it. And perhaps it's different when people they don't know, and then you become a mentor because now you help them figure out what it could be. But taking action, I guess that's just a leader wannabe, or leading already, or taking action.
Yeah, and if you think of the old days kings and queens, or the army general, there's somebody who's a visionary, somebody who sets the course for the other people to rally around. And many people are okay to support and rally around, and only few actually choose to set the course, to claim something, to commit to something that is of creative nature, something new in this world. And that's why I personally admire you.
Thank you.
And Luba was just so humble. She's like, all these people, they say, I got this, and everything is happening, but I didn't have all the sales quite yet. And what I told her is what they see in you is what I see in you, is you are already that person. You are already that person that's leading other people, and you have it in your beingness, and other people resonate, and other people see it.
And that's why they reach out. And
that's why they reach out, and they want to support. My feedback to Luba is the people who want to collaborate, many of them, they want to support. Because they love your vision and they want to contribute.
Yeah. But there's a distinction between support and collaborate. I do remember many times in my career where, okay, I have a full-time job, but I have certain skills. I would love to show up at something that someone else organized and just shine. Mm-hmm. But it's different. It's different from collaboration.
Yeah.
I've had quite a few amazing collaborations where somebody would say, okay, I want to show up, and I want to teach a certain thing, and then recently someone who I created the space for them, and again, it depends who signs up. There's a theme for a retreat, but it has to make sense. You can't just show up and shine if it's not aligned to the overall vision, but someone reached out and said, hey, well, you're going to be in LA anyway. Why don't you speak at the event I'm organizing for 90 women? Not all of them are 90 women in tech, but still. And so it's like, to me, that woman was proactively thinking, like, the retreat is now on top of her mind, because it's not just me giving her the platform. Like, she'll be there, but she's thinking, like, how can I bring this as value to the women that I'm supporting? To me, like, that's collaboration. So she's also a leader.
She is.
Right? Because now she's organizing. And it's a huge event she's organizing for 90 people.
Yeah.
And so I love those kinds of collaborations.
Yeah.
There's a space for all of it. There's space to collaborate. There's a space to show up and shine. I think it is important to understand the distinction. When you reach out to somebody and you say, I want to collaborate, and the person says, describe to me what that would look like, it's good if you can actually answer that question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Helps. It helps me help you.
Yeah, because then when the people have a vision, they have one. Having a vision is part of being a leader, right? Like when you have a vision and you can enroll other people in the idea of your vision, that's what gives people space to come and support and move that vision forward. But if everybody was just going to sit back and wait for other people to come up with a vision, it's not going to get done. So,
I like action. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
So collaborate. Come, collaborate. Let's brainstorm.
So tell us about your event, because I want the listeners to know what
Yes.
magic are cooking up.
So in November, it's 7th through 9th. It's exciting. It's in Fort Lauderdale. This one is for women in tech. So I don't discriminate, but this particular one, it's for women in tech. The overall theme is how to show up more credible and be more marketable. So we have multiple tracks, and it's about your brand, it's about your vision, it's about perhaps a side gig that you could start. It's for women who want to get into the tech space, are already in the tech space and want to grow, and for women who actually want to get out of the tech space. So women veterans often, when they retire, they're trying to see like what else, right, is out there, and many skills are transferable. We'll talk a lot about different roles. And yeah, that is pretty much it in a nutshell. It's going to be a lot of fun. There are 2 beautiful houses right on the water. There's also going to be meditation and all kinds of fun stuff, relaxing, perhaps a little bit of wine here and there, but yeah.
Beautiful.
There's still space.
I'm so excited to have that come to life, and all the lucky people who choose to be there and show up. So
9 months in the making. By the time it would be 9 months, with all kinds of collaborations, and there are going to be other trainers, not just me, and not that just me isn't enough, it's plenty, but there will be professional photos and videos. There's an opportunity for not only for people to identify what they shine at and where their craft is and what their passion is, like what truly brings them joy in life and in their career, but there's an opportunity to show up, teach others, have it captured with videos and professional photos, create courses perhaps, that's like another track. So the whole point is to leave the retreat with something tangible that you can feel and you can touch. Create 7 posts on LinkedIn or whatever your social media is. So there's a writing workshop, right? Like you might be flying, but you have 7 posts already scheduled for the week. And so, like, to me, it's outcome based. Inspiration is great. Meditation is great. It's wonderful. But because we're talking about women in tech, we're also very practical.
OKRs,
So show
KPIs,
to me,
yes.
exactly. Objectives, key results, all of that. We're not going to probably talk much about key performance indicators in that retreat. But there's definitely going to be something that, again, if you want to be a thought leader, show up as an expert in your field. It's not enough to be an expert. You have to actually tell people about the fact that you're an expert. Right? It's about taking action. So it's all about taking action.
And you model it so beautifully.
Oh, thank
so
you.
it has to ripple through.
It will. It will. I'm manifesting, and I feel strong about it.
So tell people how to find you.
if you Google my name, Luba Sakharuk, I guess we're gonna put it somewhere. I show up everywhere, but it's www.realm3.com as well, RALM3. But I do pretty much show up everywhere, LinkedIn, all over.
Beautiful.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, we're probably gonna go to the beach or something. See you guys.
Bye.